Hey everybody, welcome to the after show, WDKX, the Wake Up Club. Every Monday morning at 10 o'clock, we have our money coach, Dr. Sharon McKeever, Mama Mack. Well, two different people. Or do we want to be Dr. Sharon McKeever today or Mama Mack today?
No, we do Mama Mack.
Oh, Mama Mack?
We
keeping it on the real. Okay, all right. Sounds great on the podcast. To keep it real, we got a text message today. It was really disturbing. It was the second to last week in March, and they had gotten an email about their credit score dropping 200% for student loans. Now, the person that sent in, the frontliner sent in the message, thought that they had until the end of the month to pay. But 200 points, Dr. McKeever, for a student loan issue?
Well, the thing is, we may not have the entire picture, but if he thought he had a grace period, the grace period had ended early when they did the legislation change. So every student loan borrower at that point got hit, saying that their payments were past due because they should have been due the month before, the 30th or the whatever the last business day of the month, the previous month. So in this particular case, that customer saw the difference in their credit score. And yes, it weighs heavily on your credit score. It went down 200 points.
I don't want to go down 20 points, let alone 200 points.
Because that knocks you out. Think about what it does to you.
Yeah.
I mean, it knocks you out of, maybe you were qualifying for a home mortgage and thought, everything was okay with your student loan. Now it goes down 200 points. That's in the 500s. So will you be able to afford that mortgage? Can the lender want to lend, or can they withdraw their offer? Yes, they can.
Oh, that's right. So they had a score, I think, of 735 and went down to 535, which is a totally different bracket when it comes to whether it's good or heading towards that 800 we talk about. And now you're right back down, and and you get a different rate for everything that you want. People look at you different for either renting or getting a home or getting a car or getting other types of loans, anything in the near future. How long would you say it takes to build that back to normal?
Well, to normal, it's going to take about a good 6 months to a year to get back on track, because number one, you have to resolve the issue about the student loan payments, because that's what hurt the most. And so, and we're dealing with an organization now that has been cut nearly in half. That means the resources and the people and the phone calls trying to get through to resolve the issue is going to take longer and more effort. So think about that. That delays your building power of your credit score rising, because you've got to still deal with this issue. And you can't get in touch with anyone because they just laid off thousands of people.
Yeah.
So it just compounds the issue and the error, but not only that, it also compounds the impact that it has on your well-being. You thought you were doing well. You thought your credit score was in the 700. You thought you were well on your way, that you got low interest rates, that you were, had that borrowing capacity, and that's all being taken away.
Yeah, you got like run over by a train, literally starting all over again. So hopefully the individual that was texting in the 678-1039 WDKX Wake Up Club isn't too discouraged. But that I'm gonna have to take a weekend, Mama Mack. That's not something I could just bounce back from. It changes all life plans going forward for the rest of the year. Make sure you're tuning in every Monday morning where you get Dr. Sharon McKeever and not Mama Mack on the WDKX Wake Up Club podcast. We're going to get Mama Mack. So if you have a question, you can always text 678-1039. We'll see you next time for the after show on WDKX.